Alright folks, time again for another tutorial. This time, Second Life. Some people are really struggling just to try to be able to build or navigate their way around the world using the God Cam, as I name it. And it's not all that difficult. It just requires two hands for steering. One on the keyboard, one on the mouse or trackball. Now all you really have to do is you just point at your target and use a simple set of keys you hold down, and you do a left click and mouse drag. I will demonstrate. First, let me create an object. You right click on the world and you hit create. As long as the permissions allow you to build, then it will open up and you will be able to. Square, ground to click, and there it is. Alright, I'm going to push this back and I'm going to create another cylinder and another sphere. Alright, we have three objects. This will help us out. All we have to do for the God Cam controls is we hold Alt, left click down and hold, and drag the mouse or roll the trackball, whichever, and you have zoom in for up, zoom out for down, roll the ball left and right, and you will swivel around. Now if you hold Alt and Control together, you can circle overhead, underneath, and round as well, but staying the same distance. Now if you hold Alt, Control, and Shift and left click drag, you can move side to side and up and down without rotating the camera or looking overhead or moving closer or further back. Now those are very handy tools because they can let you zoom in on one object or another, or to be able to click on the ground and circle your way around. Those are the controls. The three I just told you is what I just did. Now if you want to be able to use those controls to edit objects, that's perfect because that's what they're really for. They're perfect for anyways. So let's do this. Let's select the sphere. Actually, let's select the cube. I'll work with that. Let's do some editing. With the cube selected, without any shortcut keys, you have these arrows. These arrows are axis handles. They allow you to move the object in the horizontal, the vertical, and forward and backwards. The x-axis is red, the y-axis is green, and the z-axis is blue. It changes program to program for 3D applications, but in here that's the way it is. X, Y, Z. Now, to be able to get to some of your other tools, there is things in the build menu for rotate, scale, or stretch, and different things like that, but that's just a pain in the backside to do. There's a faster way. That way is to change from position to rotation by holding down Control. There's your bars. As long as you hold Control, you have them. Now if you hold Control and Shift, you have stretch. So you have move, rotate, and stretch. also you have these corners. See, these blue here is bottom, top, back, front, left, right, but you've got these corners that can scale the entire thing. Keep the perspective of how you shaped it, but scale it on a massive scale. Alright, now what needs to be done here is well, there's not much different, except for the only other things is just to go into Object and play with Hollow. And Hollow Shape. And Shape of the object, Path Cut. Path Cut's pretty fun. Taper, bend, twist. There's a whole bunch of different things you can do. In some objects you can even have it so it's a flexy object. So when you move the object around, it bends and wiggles. It can also be a light source. You can go in and change the texture. You can either load something that you upload or use the default pattern from the list that comes with the program, or you can clear the texture and just use a color. You can also align textures with these horizontal and vertical adjustments. Just play with them and see what they do. It's really cool stuff. Shininess, that gives you a chrome look and stuff. So you have nice shiny metal. It's hard to see at this point, but you'll find out. Full bright to make the textures show their best. Glow, transparency. It's all here, ready and waiting to go. Just play with it and see what happens. Just remember, it's Alt and click drag, Alt Control, click drag, Alt Control Shift, click drag. Then for editing, it's Control, well, no keys, Control key, Control Shift. Now, one other shortcut feature is, say you want another one of these objects. You hold down Shift by itself and drag. We have a copy. If I do it again, I got 4 copies. Wow. Here we go, folks. Now we're having fun. What I just did is a little different. You select an object by clicking on it. You hold down Shift, you click on another. You click on another. You click on another. The last object you clicked on, when you link them together, will be the mother object. So always make sure the object you want to be the parent object to be selected last in the group. Then hold down Control and hit L, and that links them together. To unlink them, to edit them for any reason, Control Shift L, and that breaks them back up into individuals again. But see, you can also edit them as individuals in a linked group by hitting Edit Linked Parts. And then you can be able to select one of them with that checked and be able to scale one and not the others. As well as all the other features and adjustments too. Alright, that's pretty much it for now. There's a whole bunch of other different things you can do, but I'm sure you can figure that out on your own. It's not that difficult, especially if you use these shortcuts. Just have fun and experiment, and don't worry so much. Just play and have fun. See you later, folks.